Hello everyone, my name is Aman Ranjan and today I am going to tell you the first problem of LeetCode, that is one of the basic and easy problem for everyone that everyone knows. So the first problem is to sum. So basically in this problem what we have to do, let's go through the problem. So given array of integer number and a integer target, and return indicates two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input would be exactly one solution and you may not use same element twice. You can return the same answer in order. So what we understand from this problem is we have a integer number and we have a target, and that target should be gained by the integer number with the adding of two number, and we have to find the adding of two number that will be equals to the target. And here the condition is we have to use that number, integer number, exactly one. We can't add one number two times, so we have to add two different element or the two different number that will gives the target element. So we will go through the example here. So example is, suppose we have a numbers like 2, 7, 11 and 15, and here we have target of 9. So how we will achieve the target as 9 from the given input numbers? So here is 0 and 1 is as an output, and let's see how this output we get. So we suppose we are giving them as an index 0, 1, 2 and 3. So we have from 0 to index 3 having 4 elements, and in this 4 elements we have to find two numbers that will gives the target here. So how we will find the target here is like adding index 0 and 1. Let we have to check whether the target is getting or not. So here first we have index 0 and 1. If we add both we get 9. So in one process we are getting our target 9, so that's fine. Suppose if we have to check further, then we can do index 0 plus index 1, index 0 plus index 2, index 0 plus index 3, and check whether the target is achieved or not. So basically in this we have to return the index element of two numbers who gives the target. So in the explanation you can see like number of zeros plus number of 1 will gives 9. So the resultant should be returned index 0 and 1, same as we can see in example 2 and 3. Suppose in example 2 we have three elements 2, 3 and 4, and target is 6. So we can go through index 1 and index 2, it will give 5, that is not equals to the target. So we can go the next approach, index 0 and index 1, that will give 7. Again it's not getting that target, so we can do I plus plus by taking two uh, values like for iterating on the number like I and j, that will helps to iterate on the numbers to find the target. Again we can check 2 and 4, that will give 6. So here we get our target, so we have to return the output as 1 and 2. So let's and now I'm going to show you the approach how we can solve that in the easy way. So here is the approach to solve our problem like two sums. In that, what I have already discussed to you, we have an integer and we have to return the target sum. In this, must be return indicates of two distinct and number in numbers whose sum is equals to target. So we have go through two approaches. One is the brute force and another was is hash mapping approach. And in the both one, the hash mapping approach is best because its time complexity is less. So if we go through the sorry, if we go through the brute force approach, it will give big of n squared time complexity. Suppose here we have I iterating on the numbers from zeros to n minus 1, and again for j is 1 to I. So we are iterating the well mean we are iterating the numbers one by one and check whether we get the target or not. So if we are adding index of I and index of j, that will give the target, then it's fine. Otherwise we can move I plus plus or j plus plus and check further one by one. That will give the that will take more time when we have a large number of arrays. So for that we are doing here in the efficient way using HashMap algorithm that will give big of n time complexity. So basically here what we have to do, let's say in the algorithm initializing an empty HashMap values of index loop over the array with index I, and values will be numbers complete complement equals to target minus number. If the complement exists in the map numbers, uh, that will return the complement of complement number and I, whatever we have. Otherwise add a number to map with index map number that will equals to I. That are the process we are taking. So I'm showing you the examples like here what I have explaining this algorithm. Suppose we have this numbers and target is 9. So suppose 2 has 0 index, 7 has 1, 11 has 2 index, and 15 has 3 index. So all the number we have indexing with between 0 to 3. So based on this we are going to show the approach how this code is working basically. So we are taking index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, and so on if we are not getting a target. So we can see basically here in index 0 and index 1 we are getting a target element that is 9. So we can see here is index 0 having number 2. So if we subtract from the target, that will now the new target is 7 we have to find. So we didn't find our target, but till now we can see I'm writing is no. Again at index 1 the value is 7 and the target we have to find is 7 is we opt here at index 1, and if suppose we can subtract from our target element 9, it will gives 2. It means 2 is already exist on index 0. So simply we can see here what I write like mapping of 2 and 0. It's mean 0 is available on 2, but 7 is still now not available on this first iteration, so we have writing as not found. But 2 is we have, so we write as found. Yes, 2 is available on index 0, so we got that target element. Like that we have to do this approach to finding the target element. Now I'm going to means now I'm going to show you how we can implement the code for the given problem. So here is the dummy code. I'm just going to execute that and show you the output. What will be the output here? So using HashMap we can implement this. So we are taking another complement. So here we can see the code for the given problem is like we are using HashMap for making in the best and efficient way to solve this problem in the very less time of time complexity. So here basically I'm telling the terminologies, what are the main terminologies I'm using here. So you know the hash maps. If you don't know, you can go and search it. What is hash map? After that, I'm going to tell you what is this key will be do like map dot contain key. So basically, it checks does the map have contain that key element or not. Suppose here we have 9, and we have to check whether the 9 is available here or not. With the adding of two numbers like here is 2 and 7, we can add and we can find the target elements. If yes, then we can proceed to the next. App.get means getting that components element in array, whether the array is present or not, or the number is present or not. And last, map.put means returning the index element, where is it available. And now return new int 0 means here it will return and what are the indexes for this, like here for this on this index 0 and 1 the target element is available, like 2 plus 7 is 9, and where that index is like at index 0 and index 1 an element, if we add we get the target 9. So thank you for this time. We will see the next problem in the best way tomorrow.